Have you ever been sitting in a restaurant surrounded by the hum of conversation and the clinking of silverware, and suddenly you feel your heart rate spike just because a person in a white apron is walking toward you?
Oh, I know that feeling intimately. It's that absolute moment of panic. You're hungry, you know exactly what you want to eat in your own language, but as soon as the waiter pulls out their notepad, your mind just it goes completely blank. You freeze.
Right. It's a physiological response, isn't it? It's fight or flight. But you can't run away because you need dinner, and you certainly can't fight the waiter, so you just stumble.
And the worst part is the regret afterward. You really wanted the steak, but you panicked and ordered the chicken because it was just easier to say. Or you wanted the dressing on the side, but you were too afraid to ask, so you ate a completely soggy salad.
Exactly. If you have felt this, you are not alone. It is perhaps the number one anxiety we hear about from English learners. But today we are going to completely dismantle that fear. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Morning Garden English.
Good morning. We are so happy you are here with us. It is a really stunning morning in the garden today.
Yeah,
The sunlight is filtering through the trees, hitting our coffee cups just right.
it really is. I can hear the birds chirping. I think that's a robin over there by the window. And it's the perfect setting to deconstruct something that causes so much stress. Today, we aren't just giving you a list of phrases, we are doing a deep dive into the psychology and the strategy of ordering food in English.
That's right. We're going to treat this like a mission.
Mm.
The mission is to go from walking in the door to paying the bill, maintaining total control and confidence the entire time.
Mm-hmm. We want to move you from feeling like a nervous student to feeling like a sophisticated diner who just happens to be speaking a second language. But before we start our culinary journey, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We have so many deep dives planned that will help you navigate the world with total ease.
So let's set the scene here. We aren't just memorizing words today. We're going to actually simulate the entire experience of a meal from start to finish, and we're going to stop along the way to analyze why certain interactions are difficult and exactly how to hack them.
Let's start at the very beginning. The threshold. You walk through the door. This is the first hurdle.
Right, the greeting.
Exactly. Now, in many cultures, you just walk in and find an empty table. You just sit down. But in the English-speaking world, particularly in the US and the UK, there is a gatekeeper, the host or hostess.
And this is where the first real awkwardness happens. You walk in, and they look at you. And if you hesitate, you instantly look unsure.
Confidence is key here. You need to approach the stand. The standard question you will hear is something like, how many in your party? Or just table for.
And this is interesting because the word party is a funny word here. It doesn't mean a celebration with balloons and cake. It just means your group.
Right, exactly. A party of four just means four people. Now, the rookie mistake here is over-explaining. You don't need to say, hello, we are here for dinner and we are four people. You really just need the number.
So you just say, table for two, please. Or just, two, please.
Short, punchy, confident. But let's talk about the reservation. This is an interesting power dynamic. If you have booked a table, you have status.
True. And the phrasing is very specific. You don't say, I booked a table. You say, I have a reservation.
Yes, and here is a pro tip for our listeners. Use the phrase under the name.
Oh, yes. I have a reservation under the name, and then you say your name. It guides the host exactly where to look on their iPad or in their big book.
Now, what if you didn't book? This is where the anxiety spikes for a lot of people. You feel like you're imposing on them.
You just have to be honest. We don't have a reservation. But watch the tone. If you say it sadly, like, oh, sorry, we don't have a reservation, you sound completely defeated.
Right, you have to own it. We don't have a reservation. Do you have anything available?
Or, what is the wait time? That's a great phrase to use, the wait time.
Mm-hmm. That implies you are willing to wait, but you need data. If they say 45 minutes, you can make a decision. You remain in control.
Okay, so let's say we've gotten past the gatekeeper. We are walking to the table. The host pulls out the chair. We sit down. The menus are placed right in front of us.
And then, usually within 30 seconds, the waiter appears. And this is the water trap.
Oh boy, the water track. This is such a huge cultural stumbling block.
It really is. In the United States, usually a busboy will just come by and pour ice water into your glass without even asking. It's free, it's very cold, and it has enough ice to sink a ship.
But in Europe, or really fancy restaurants anywhere in the world, they actually ask the question, still or sparkling?
And this confuses people. They just think, I just want water.
I remember the first time I traveled, I asked for water and got gas water, sparkling water every single time.
Mm-hmm.
And I really didn't like it.
You have to specify. Still water is flat, no bubbles. Sparkling is carbonated. But here is the nuance. If you are in a place that sells bottled water and you say still water, you're probably buying an $8 bottle of water.
That is a painful lesson to learn when the bill comes. So if you just want the free stuff, what do you say?
You have to use the magic words, tap water.
Just tap water for the table, please.
Exactly. Tap water signals that you do not want to pay for fancy bottled water. It's perfectly polite, by the way. You don't have to feel cheap for saying it.
So we've safely navigated the water. Now the waiter says, "Can I get you started with anything else to drink?" This is kind of a stall tactic, isn't it?
It totally is. They want to get your drink order in so they can leave you alone to read the menu and go tend to other tables. But here's a psychological hack for your anxiety. You do not have to order a drink immediately.
This is so important to know. I used to feel like I absolutely had to order a cocktail or a soda right in that moment.
If you are feeling overwhelmed, just use this phrase. We're just going to stick with water for now.
We'll stick with water. That buys you at least 10 minutes of peace.
Or you could say, I need a few minutes to look at the drink list. You are the customer. You control the pace of the meal.
Okay, so the waiter leaves. Now we are alone with the menu.
The menu. Sometimes it feels like the enemy.
It can be so intimidating.
Yeah.
Especially in modern restaurants. They use words that aren't in normal English textbooks.
They really do. They use what I call menu English. Words like nestled, drizzled, reduction, aioli, slaw.
Smashed. Everything is a smashed avocado these days.
It is. And then there are the French loan words, like entree. Let's talk about entree, because this is a massive trap for learners.
Oh, huge. If you are in France and you order the entree, you are getting the appetizer, the starter.
But if you are in the United States and you order the entree, you are getting the main course, the big meal.
Imagine ordering the entree thinking you are getting a small salad and a giant steak arrives at your table.
Or the exact opposite. You think you ordered a huge dinner and you get 3 small shrimp.
So never be afraid to clarify. This is a sign of intelligence, not stupidity. Just ask, excuse me, is this a starter size or a main course size?
Exactly. Is this a main course? It's a simple question, and it solves the mystery immediately.
Another thing about the menu is the descriptions. Sometimes they're just so vague. Market fish. What does that even mean?
Usually it means whatever fish was cheap at the market today. No, I'm joking. It means whatever is fresh. But you have to ask, what is the market fish today?
And this leads us to the special. The waiter comes back to the table and says, "Let me tell you about our specials."
This is an auditory comprehension test for sure. They usually speak very fast. They'll say something like, today we have a pan-seared Chilean sea bass with a lemon caper reduction served over a bed of wilted spinach.
Whoa, I think I got the words fish and spinach.
And that's really all you need to catch. If you miss the rest, just ask, could you repeat that last part? Or, how is the fish prepared?
How is it prepared? That is a very sophisticated question. Sounds much better than how do they cook it.
It really does. It sounds like you are a food critic. It shows you care about the food.
So we have deciphered the menu. We finally know what we want. The waiter returns and asks, "Are you ready to order?"
Now we enter the grammar of politeness. This is where intermediate learners often accidentally sound rude.
It's the "I want" problem.
Yes. In many languages, the direct translation is, I want the chicken. But in English, I want sounds like a toddler demanding a cookie.
I want. It's very demanding and aggressive.
We soften everything in English. We wrap our requests in politeness.
So instead of "I want," we use "I'd like."
I would like, or even more casually, I'll have.
I'll have the chicken. It implies a future action. It's a polite decision, not a strict demand.
Or if you want to be ultra polite, you can say, could I have the chicken?
Let's actually role play this interaction. I'll be the customer.
Perfect. And for you, miss?
I'd like the Caesar salad, please.
And for your main?
I'll have the roast chicken.
See how smooth that is? No.
That one.
It changes the whole vibe of the table. You sound relaxed.
Now, what about modifications? Because I know I could be a picky eater. Let's say I hate onions.
Modifications are very standard in the US, but sometimes harder in Europe. But you can always ask. The key word here is without.
Can I have that without onions?
Or if you want to swap something, say, the dish comes with fries, but you really want a salad.
You use the word substitute.
Yeah, right. Can I substitute the fries for a salad?
Or simply, instead of, can
Yeah.
I have salad instead of fries?
No, I want to take a slight detour here. We are talking about a nice sit-down restaurant in the garden. But there is a specific type of ordering experience that terrifies learners even more.
Oh, the assembly line restaurant.
Exactly. Places like Subway, Chipotle, or those fast-paced salad bars.
Those are incredibly stressful because it's rapid fire. They ask you 10 questions in 20 seconds. White or wheat? Toasted. Cheese. Which cheese? Lettuce. Spinach sauce.
It feels like an interrogation, and there is usually a line of hungry people behind you sighing if you are too slow.
So what is the best strategy there?
Preparation. You have to know your order before you get to the glass. And listen for the patterns. They almost always go in order. Base, then protein, then toppings, then sauce.
And if you get overwhelmed, there is a magic phrase for these places. Everything.
Everything just like that.
Everything on it, please.
Right.
It solves the problem instantly. Or you can say, just the standard veggies.
And if you don't understand a question they ask, just say sorry or point. Pointing is universal. Don't be afraid to point at the provolone cheese and say, that one.
That one is a perfectly valid and natural order.
Okay, let's go back to our nice garden dinner. We have successfully ordered. The food arrives.
But there is a problem.
There is always a problem, isn't there? Maybe the steak is overcooked. Maybe the soup is completely cold. Maybe you ordered the chicken and they brought you a shoe.
I certainly hope not a shoe. But let's say they brought the wrong dish. This is the conflict resolution phase.
Many learners will just sit there and eat the wrong food because they are too scared to complain. They really don't want to be seen as rude.
But you are paying for it. You should get what you ordered. The trick here is what I call the apology offensive.
Explain that a bit more.
You basically apologize for their mistake. It sounds crazy, but it works so well. You say, I'm so sorry, but I think I ordered the chicken.
That is brilliant. By saying, I'm sorry, you completely disarm the waiter. You aren't attacking them. You are just confusing them with kindness.
Excuse me. I'm sorry to be a bother, but this is cold.
Compare that to saying, this is cold, take it back.
The result is exactly the same. You get new food. But in the first scenario, the waiter actually likes you and wants to help. In the second, they might be quite upset with you.
Right. The customer is always right works best when the customer is also nice.
There's also the phrase, there seems to be a mistake.
There seems to be. That's the passive voice. It's not you made a mistake. It's more like a mistake just exists in the universe. It removes the personal blame.
It's very diplomatic.
Now, let's talk about a positive interaction. What if the food is absolutely amazing?
You should definitely tell them. You can say, my compliments to the chef.
That is the fancy version. Or just, this is delicious. When the waiter comes by and asks, how is everything? Don't just look down and mumble, good.
Say, it's wonderful, thank you.
Yeah.
It really makes the waiter's job better and creates a nice atmosphere.
Okay, so we have eaten, we are full, we are happy. Now comes the most culturally confusing part of the entire night. The bill.
Or, as the Americans say, the check.
Yes. Vocabulary alert for everyone. In the U.S., it's check. In the UK, it's bill.
Can I have the bill, please? Or can we get the check? Both work perfectly fine.
But the real issue isn't the vocabulary, is it? It's the money. Tipping.
Oh boy, the tipping minefield.
If you are in the United States, you must tip. It is not optional at all.
This shocks a lot of visitors. They think, well, the service was just okay, so I won't tip.
In the U.S., the waiter is usually paid below minimum wage. The tip literally is their salary. You need to leave 15 to 20%. If you leave 0%, you are essentially making them work for free.
Whereas in the UK or Europe, tipping is a bonus. It's a way of saying, thank you for great service. It's not, here is your salary.
Exactly. If you're in London, for instance, always check the bill. Look carefully for the words service charge.
Yes. If it says service charge included, which is usually around 12.5%, do not tip extra. You are just throwing your money away.
Unless you really, really like them. But usually, no.
So asking about this is totally okay. Is service included?
Is service included? Memorize that phrase. It will save you a lot of money.
Now, what about the social dance of paying? Who actually pays the bill?
If you invited someone out, say for business, usually you pay. The casual phrase is, it's on me.
It's on me. That basically means put your wallet away.
Or you can say, I've got this.
But what if you are just out with friends?
Then you split the bill.
Can we split the bill? In the U.S., waiters are usually very happy to take 2 or 3 credit cards and split it up for you. In Europe, sometimes they really hate that.
They do. In Germany, they often carry a big wallet right to the table and calculate it in front of you. They'll say, you had the soup and the beer, that is €12. It's very efficient.
But if you want to just go 50-50 with a friend, you can say, split it down the middle.
Split it down the middle. That's a very useful, natural phrase.
We have covered a lot of ground today.
Yeah.
We've gone all the way from the anxiety of the entrance to the complicated math of the tip.
It's quite a journey, and I think the biggest takeaway here is that you have permission to take your time. You have permission to ask questions.
Absolutely. The menu is not a school test. It's just a brochure. You are entirely allowed to ask what the product is before you buy it.
I think we should do a little simulation recap. We won't do a strict drill. Drills can be a bit boring, but let's just talk through a perfect meal using the best phrases we discussed today. Let's hear exactly how they sound in context.
Okay, I love that. I'll be the customer. You be the waiter.
Welcome to the Garden Bistro.
Hi. Table for two, please. We don't have a reservation.
No problem at all. Right this way. Still or sparkling?
Just tap water for the table, please.
Are you ready to order?
Not quite yet. We need a few more minutes. But could you tell me, what is the market vegetable today?
It's roasted asparagus.
Oh, lovely. Okay, come back in 5 minutes, please.
Ready.
Yes. I'd like the salmon, but could I have the sauce on the side?
Certainly. Sauce on the side.
And for my friend, she'll have the burger.
Here is the salmon.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry, but this has sauce on it. I asked for it on the side.
Oh, I apologize. Let me fix that for you right away.
Thank you. Everything was delicious. Could we get the bill, please? And is service included?
Service is not included.
Okay, thank you. We'll split the bill.
Perfect.
See? When you put it all together, it just flows. It's a conversation, not a strict transaction.
It really is. And notice the tone you used there? It was light. It was polite. You used, could I? I'd like, I'm sorry.
It makes all the difference in the world. It keeps everyone relaxed.
Well, the sun has definitely moved across the garden now. My coffee is completely cold.
I think it's time to wrap up this deep dive.
We really hope this has given you a new perspective on dining out. It's not just about the food, it's about mastering a social ritual. And honestly, it makes you think about how the language we use to order food reflects the broader dynamics of society. We use all these soft, polite phrases to navigate what is essentially a master-servant dynamic for an hour, turning it into a mutual exchange of respect. It's fascinating how a simple "I'd like" changes the entire human connection.
It really is. It
Yeah.
bridges that gap beautifully. And we want to hear from you. What is the scariest thing about ordering food for you?
Is it the pronunciation? Is it the tipping rules? Or is it that terrifying moment when they ask, still or sparkling?
Tell us in the comments below. We absolutely love reading your stories. And if you have a funny restaurant fail story, please share it. We have all been there.
I once ordered a pepperoni pizza in Italy and got a pizza covered in bell peppers pepperoni and absolutely no meat. I was so sad.
See, it happens to everyone, even the experts.
Don't forget to like this video if you learned something new today and share it with your favorite dinner companion.
And please subscribe to Morning Garden English for more deep dives into the real language people actually speak.
Until next time, keep practicing, be brave, and enjoy your meal.
Bon appetit, and bye for now.
Goodbye, everyone.